So yesterday during PlayStation's showcase event, we had our first look at gameplay for Marvel Spider-Man 2, with the reveal of Kraven the Hunter, the Lizard, and actually Spider-Man's symbiote suit. Yep, as you can see right here on the PlayStation blog about Marvel Spider-Man 2 gameplay revealed. And I'm gonna read the most important details about new gameplay mechanics from everything that we know from the story to, yeah, pretty much everything. So let's go. Of course, if you guys think you're gonna enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like to let me know you're loving the Spider-Man content. If you guys want to see more Spider-Man content coming from me, if I get a PlayStation 5 and the game in the near future, I'll try to do content on the game, like gameplay walkthroughs and live streams. And I actually did do live streams for Marvel Spider-Man, the remastered, and Miles Morales, but I never finished the game for some reason. But now I really can't do that for no reasons. But yeah, so here on the PlayStation blog. So follow up the summer hit lands on PlayStation 5 in fall 2023. So this article was written by the senior community manager at Insomniac Games, and Aaron Jason Espinoza. So yeah. It's a banner day for Spidey fans. We're delighted to finally show you the first ever gameplay of Marvel Spider-Man 2, the next installment in our original Marvel Spider-Man franchise, which will launch in fall 2023. There's a lot to unpack about today's gameplay reveal, so let's highlight some of the big stuff. And here we have the link to the official gameplay reveal, and the black symbiote suit looks really awesome. Really can't wait to see more of this game when it comes out, and I'm interested to see who will be Venom in this game, because now I'm confused. So we know that Peter has a symbiote, but in Miles Morales and in the first Spider-Man, it would seem to be Harry who had the symbiote in his body since he was sick and everything. And symbiotes in the comics are known for being a hold-off for diseases. So the great hunt begins. As many sharp-eared Spidey fans have noticed in our announcement trailer in 2021, Kraven the Hunter, this version, makes his debut in Marvel Spider-Man 2, and he's in search for the equal. That spells bad news for inhabitants of Marvel's New York, including the rogue gallery villains and the Spider-Man, Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Between the start of Kraven's Great Hunt and an all-new symbiote threat toward 1048, our heroes have their work cut out for them. And here we have the Kraven reveal trailer that we saw yesterday before the whole gameplay thing, and Kraven looks really cool. I love his design and everything. And at first, when the game, the trailer started, I actually didn't think it was gonna be Spider-Man. I think it was gonna be another game since it was just a random dude in the forest starting to stab someone. And then Kraven showed up, and I was like, holy crap, it's Spider-Man, and the rest is history. So setting the stage for our gameplay reveal, Kraven's Hunters. A new enemy faction are in pursuit of Dr. Kurt Connors, aka the Lizard, and Peter needs to stop him. We kick off things at Connors' home across the East River in Queens, one of the all-new playable and exploitable boroughs we're introducing Marvel Spider-Man 2. And that's another thing that's being added to this game, new city sections. So we saw in the trailer that we're getting Queens. We're also getting East River and other places to explore, as we saw in the map at Kraven's trailer. So let's finally get onto this symbiote. So let's get symbiotic. We don't waste any time. Rushing through basement doors is Peter Parker, our original Spider-Man in the story, who needs no introduction. But what he's wearing perhaps deserves one. He's donning the highly coveted, iconic, and beloved black suit, and he's more than ready for a fight. And here you have an official picture of the black suit. This looks pretty awesome. This is beautiful. And I'm glad they didn't just make it a version of the advanced suit in black, because this is much better. The classic symbol, the white details on the hands, the eyes. And one thing I've noticed is that the suit has kind of armor platings, and it looks like the symbiote will adapt from what Peter normally used to wear and try to upgrade that. So that's why there's kind of a face shell on symbiote. So yeah. Beyond serving looks, our symbiote bound hero has some new tricks up his sleeve. We're no stranger to Spider-Man knocking heads, but never like this. He's much more aggressive, and punches certainly aren't being pulled. Symbiote tendrils Grandiose Spider-Man silhouette, slamming foes against hard surfaces, leaving no mercy to Raven's hunters. And we saw Peter being more aggressive at the end of the trailer and mostly during the gameplay, where he was talking more aggressively. And Yuri Lowenthal just does so great with that angry Peter voice. And I hope we see some kind of reference to emo Peter and Walt Rolly Maguire in this game.
He got away from us.
It's good, Pete. I saved the tracker. Let's go, man, before he gets too far.
No. He's mine.
You sure? He's got big teeth.
So do I.
He's not normally like that, right?
No.
And my advice, get cozy with the L1 button because you're gonna love it. So, the super popular suit can strike fear in almost anyone who comes to face to it with it. But Kraven isn't just anyone, and these highly trained hunters aren't afraid of brawl. Fret not. New combat abilities can neutralize new headstrong opponents with little finesse. Strike back with aggressive parries. New parry system in the game, so in certain attacks you have to parry instead of trying to dodge them. To gain the upper hand, or cast a web to shunt enemies between a hard place and a harder place. You can also activate a classic dodge to get out of danger, but don't get too comfortable. Some attacks can simply be dodged and will require a parry to properly evade them. Our animators put to work to deliver a much more impulsive Peter Parker, fitting for the symbiote bonded to his person, without sacrificing his common finesse. New takedowns humble even the most rugged enemies, and new combat animations put Spider-Man's limits. I mean, did you see what Spider-Man did to this guy? And here we have a photo of Spider-Man's abilities in photo mode. And yeah, the symbiote combat looks pretty great. I'm glad that's different from the first game. And I think it's something that probably took reference from Web of Shadows, that also had a much different combat between normal Peter and symbiote Peter. So that's pretty exciting. In Marvel Spider-Man 2, we're putting respect on the black suit and give it the story it deserves. In this installment, we're really delving into Peter's personal relationship with the symbiote and how it affects those closest to him. Yeah. So now let's get on to the Miles Morales part of the game. So more miles per hour. Speaking of which, this sequel features not one but two playable spider heroes, as Miles Morales returns to Marvel Spider-Man 2 and is a key player to our story. In this demo, Miles is in Harlem, not in Lizard's tail. In Harlem's hot, Miles is in Harlem, hot on Lizard's tail. Speed is the essence in many ways than one. And here we have a photo of the web wings, which is something really cool that's actually now in the game, and that's something I actually wanted to see in the first game. We did kind of get a reference to a web cape in the first game, but I'm happy that it's now with the actual web wings. And we know that there's gonna be like wind tunnels between the city where you can glide through. So first, get a glimpse at the near instant switching between both of our pivotal Spider-Man, and you're gonna be able to switch between Miles and Peter throughout the game at any point in time, I guess. And if that wasn't enough, Traverse will get a significant speed boost in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Cue the web wings, which can be deployed by either Spider-Man to move about the city in urgent flow. Use wind tunnels between skylines to move with haste, and behold the capabilities of the PlayStation 5 console's SSD as you soar above the concrete jungle, zipping past all manner of cars, buildings, and people and pigeons. And if you thought traversing in the first two games was exhilarating, just waiting to experience it firsthand in Marvel Spider-Man 2. So now let's get onto the most story-based parts of the article. So bringing down the warehouse. After a brief flight across town, Miles has tracked Connors inside the Harlem Fish Market. By the looks of it, Kraven's hunters are making a move on him, so it's time to clear him out. And we see a photo of Miles' new abilities, and now he appears to have blue lightning, which I'm just only theorizing. I don't know if it's actually going to get explained in the game, but the blue powers might come from the new form reactor that was the finale of Miles Morales, and that's probably where he got those blue abilities from. In Marvel Spider-Man fashion, players can approach encounters with stealth or Fist of Fury, or both. Regardless of your approach, there are new gadgets and abilities that complement different playstyles. One of the new gadgets we're excited about is the web line, a new way to sneak around the environment and get a drop on enemies. Cast a line over a couple of hunters and watch as Spider-Man performs a duel takedown of Marvel Spider-Man's first. Like mentioned before, Miles Morales is also has some new abilities and gadgets at his disposal. On the gadget front, we showed off the Web Grabber, a new gadget that pulls enemies together to an isolated spot. This allows Miles to chain one of the new abilities, the Thunderburst, unleashing an electrifying ground pound against a group of foes. You also saw a glimpse of the chain lightning ability, which has a shocking radius of effect on any nearby enemies. You have another great photo of Miles with his blue lightning and his new abilities. Between Peter's new symbiote abilities and Miles' newfound blue bioledger powers, each Spider-Man has their own unique set of skills that can be upgraded via all new individual skill tree. Our heroes share technology and train together too, so we also include a shared skill tree that offers parallel upgrades for both. So on to the Lizard. The Lizard's in the details. As Miles tracks Lizard through the fish market, our environments are sure to activate your spidey senses. Our world is richer, denser, and packed with details from particles to improved textures. Lighting also gets an upgrade, casting more dynamic shadows and reflections along walls and pipes. Meanwhile, spatial 3D audio creates unique soundscapes all around you. Further, we're upping the immersion in Marvel Spider-Man 2 with our signature use of the DualSense wireless controller, including a range of haptics and special use of the adaptive triggers. Whether you're sneaking through interiors or exploring our city streets, Marvel's New York is brought to life in ways only possible on the PS5 console. Here we have a picture of both Spider-Man, Miles, and Peter with the symbiote suit, which just looks great, and Miles' new suit with now red stripes on the arms. And here's the catchphrase for this game. First it was be greater, then be... I don't remember what it was. Be greater, be yourself, and then be greater together. Working together, the Spider-Man must pursue Lizard and find the hunters who seek his capture. Unfortunately for them, Kraven is well equipped. Boats, aerial transports, and weapons are all eyes on Lizard. The Great Hunt continues along the East River, one of the new areas you can traverse in Marvel Spider-Man 2, and the action is tight. Miles dismantles vehicles in his wake while Peter Parker leads the chase from afar. You'll seamlessly switch between both Spider-Man across a variety of story modes in Marvel Spider-Man 2. We want players to bask in a kind of team-ups elevated by our signature set-piece moments, and experience the glory from the perspective of each Spider-Man. And one new photo of Peter in his symbiote suit and its abilities, which can create like 4 tendrils to capture more enemies. And get me what I desire. There's no combination of words that can wholly convey how excited we are finally showing Marvel Spider-Man 2 after all this time. We're excited to give you the first ever glimpse of what we've been working on for all these years, and hope that you are as thrilled as we are. We know you have been patiently awaiting more information about the game, including when you will be playing it at home. And while we can't confirm a date today, we are on track for fall 2023 and hope to be able to share a final release date soon. Stay tuned for future episodes of Marvel Spider-Man 2, including edition information and pre-orders. So that's pretty much it, what we have for Marvel Spider-Man 2. I think it's highly likely that we'll get something for this game during Summer Game Fest, which is about 2 weeks. We're getting Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay reveal at that event, so I think Marvel Spider-Man 2 release date and pre-orders and everything might go up on that same day. So that's pretty much all we have for Marvel Spider-Man 2 to this day. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and comment below guys think of everything we discussed here today. And if you guys are excited for Marvel Spider-Man 2, I'm Renil. Peace out. Take care.